Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for the great chance that you gave to me so I can deliver my presentation in here in the title of Quota Sampling. My name is Varadilla Ananda and I am from 5BC from State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya. Okay, just let me start these presentations. First, I will tell you about what is quota sampling. Quota sampling is a technique for determining a sample of a population that has certain characteristics to the desired quota. This technique does not take into account the population number, but it is classified into several groups. Samples were taken by giving a certain quorum to the group. Data collection was carried out directly on the sampling unit, and after the quota was met, data collection was stopped. Next, usually, this sampling technique uses data from populations related to demographics or demography, such as geographic location, age, gender, education, income, and etc. Here, I will tell you the step of quota sampling. The first step is the step where the researcher formulates the control category or quota of the population to be studied, such as gender, age, race, which are well defined as the basis of the sample selection decision. And the second step is determining how the sample will be taken, can be by convenience or judgment depending on the situation and conditions at the time the research will be carried out and what will be studied and the ability of the researchers themselves. Next, in a quota sampling, there is a limitation that the selected sample must be a certain number of quota or quotum from each subgroup that has been determined from a population. The sample size on the sampling quota is usually quite large, with the hope that the sample characteristics or statistics are as close as possible to the population characteristics or parameters. Here, the advantages of quota sampling. First is low research cost incurred. Second, there is flexibility for the researcher to determine the elements for each quotas. Even under certain conditions, the results of research can match the results of research conducted with one of the sampling techniques, including probability sampling clumps. And then, here the disadvantages of quota sampling. Judging from the possible bias, it appears that with this sampling technique, very diverse data will be obtained. This condition will directly result in a high level of difficulty in formulating research results. Also, it is another cause of bias is the absence of a standard procedure or standard etiquette of the interviewer and interviewing techniques. Then the problem is compounded by the fact on the ground that interviewers tend to look for locations or places where samples can be found, and sometimes interviewers select respondents to be interviewed based on unacceptable criteria such as appearance, style of dress, attitude, gender, race, and so on. Okay, that's the end of my presentations. I want to say thank you so much for the great attention to listening to my presentations. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.